Britain's Community Security Trust, which provides security for the Jewish community and monitors anti-Semitism, released the report today with the number of incidents more than doubling in 2014 to 1,168. That's the highest figure since the trust began monitoring it in 1984. The report said most assaults were random attacks on Jewish people in public places. And joining me now is I24 News London correspondent Jonathan Sacerdoti. Jonathan, good evening.
Good evening, Nurit.
So in this anti-Semitism report, it showed that July had some of the highest numbers, which was, of course, during the summer war between Israel and Hamas. Are we to sort of presume from that there is a link between anti-Israeli and anti-Semitism?
Well, to a certain extent there is. We can see that from the statistics. But the CST, the body that collected this data, has also recorded a 38% increase in incidents in the first 6 months of 2014 compared to the same period of 2013. So it's likely that 2014 would still have shown an increase in record anti-Semitic incidents, even without the impact of reactions to that conflict in Israel and Gaza.
So, Jonathan, after in the Paris attacks, after the Charlie Hebdo and the attack on the Kosher supermarket, there were a lot of European leaders speaking out about anti-Semitism, against anti-Semitism in their countries, including in the UK. What is being done? What kind of actual action is being taken in the UK?
You're right to point out that a lot of politicians said a lot of things that they thought would comfort the Jewish community. For example, in response to this report, the Secretary of State for Communities, Eric Pickles MP here in the UK, said that anti-Semitism and hate crimes of any kind are unacceptable and completely incompatible with traditional British values. And he goes on, of course, to talk about how Jews need to feel safe. But in terms of concrete actions, everybody is watching to see what happens. There's been a slight increase in police presence outside Jewish schools and other Jewish venues, but it's yet to be seen whether that will last or whether that's a sort of stopgap measure until they feel people have calmed down a bit. The government does work quite closely with groups which are engaged in security for the Jewish community, including the CST, which has produced these results. But certainly there are many in the Jewish community here who feel that there needs to be a tougher line and it needs to be a permanent one taken.
Jonathan Sacerdoti in London, thanks very much for this.
Thank you.
And now to economy. And as every Tuesday and Thursday with me is financial analyst Lionel Fried.